Hey, what's up guys, it's Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So, today I am going to be talking about, well, more like ranking pretty much the three overarching villains and like villain arcs of the entire game. Basically, if you don't know, there's three villain arcs in the entire game. There is Malastare, he's the main guy, you kind of see on the cover of the game and all, like, I mean, he's Malastare. Like, everyone knows who Malastare is. He's literally in the tutorial, He's a very prominent character, very important character. Someone who you might not be as familiar with is Morganth. She's the Lady Dark Witch, She's appeared in some of the commercials. And then finally, there's Old Cobb, aka Grandfather Spider, who, if you haven't played through the entire game, you might not know who that guy is, but I don't know. I thought this would be an interesting video to make because there are three main arcs to this game, and basically I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my, my top three rankings of all of them. Man, I really can't English well today, but basically, yeah, we're gonna be ranking all three arcs, guys. It's not gonna take too long. Obviously, it's not gonna be too long of a video, as there's only three of them, but I will do my best to give kind of an in-depth explanation to each one and why I like it, or like why a certain one's in last place. So we're gonna go from best to worst here. So the worst arc, in my opinion, of this game is going to be that of the Morganth arc. I know that I'm gonna get a lot of, hate in the comments, because I'm sure a lot of people really like Morganth, and of course I like pretty much all the villains in this list. But basically, as you all know what an arc isn't just the villain, it's also the worlds that the villain goes to and travels to, and obviously how much adventure you have on it. Now the Morganth arc, I'm not gonna lie, it kinda just felt repetitive throughout the entire thing. Basically, you'd go to each world. It was basically like a repeat of the Malastare arc, except it had a bit of a different ending, I guess. Like, we weren't the ones that actually ended up killing her, basically. At the very end of the Morganth arc, she basically used a bit too much. She basically bit off more power than she could chew in the shadow magic department, and she was standing around some glass, and that caused the overall power caused the glass to fall, and she fell through the building into space, and we don't know where she is anymore. She's probably dead, but maybe not. I don't know, but I don't know. I just like this arc the least. It felt the most like rushed to me in a way. It also like the story, it was okay. Like, I actually did like the origin story of Morganth. We found out a lot about her and everything, but it felt rushed as well as elongated, throughout. Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I know there's, let's see, Wizard City, Crocotopia, Marleybone, Mushu, Dragonspire. There's 5 worlds in the first arc, and then Celestia, Zafaria, Avalon, Azteca, Chrysalis. Okay, so there's 5 worlds in the second arc too. So it was basically just a repeat of the first arc. I don't know, King's Isle, like, they didn't do as good of a job on it, and yeah, I don't really know. Arc 2, obviously the Morganth one that I'm talking about, it didn't hit a lot of points that I feel like it meant to. Like, I don't know, I did kind of like I said, I liked Morganth's origin story and how we went back in time, and then we even fought her in Avalon, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, the whole Morganth fight was just kind of dragged out to me. Chrysalis was a freaking long-ass world, like, seriously, 2 parts. Even bigger than Imperia, definitely. Just a super long world, and I don't know, guys, it just, the whole thing just felt rushed, and I don't know, King's Isle, I know at that time they, like, were rushing out worlds and stuff, and they probably didn't take as much time to do, like, to do a good job on it. I still like the second arc. Like, seriously, I like all 3 of these arcs in this video, but the second arc just, I don't know, it didn't hit a lot of key points for me that it needed to, like, a lot of storyline things. Like, like I said, the only good thing about the storyline was the origin story and how we got to go back in time, like, and visit her memories and stuff. That was pretty cool. But yeah, it was kind of just a repeat of the Malastare arc. So, that's going to be it for arc 2, guys. Honestly, let's move on to the next ranking. So my second favorite arc out of the total 3 in the entire game was the third arc. So this arc I actually found really interesting. I think there were a lot of great worlds in the third arc. And by a lot of great worlds, I mean the 3 of them that they put out, Polaris, Mirage, and Imperia. I really, really enjoyed all those worlds. I think they were extremely unique and up to date for the game. I think it's really just what the game needed. Like, these worlds felt really fresh, and really well done. Like overall, like Polaris and Imperia and Mirage, they all looked amazing. They were all amazing worlds. Even though Polaris was short, I really liked the storyline with Rasputin and all that. How we pretty much were chasing him the entire time. And there were a lot of interesting areas that we visited in that world as well. Same with Mirage and Imperia. I think Imperia is like, I don't know, it might be like my second favorite world or something, or maybe my third, but like it's a really great world. Mirage was probably the worst of those worlds. The whole thing felt a bit dry, no pun intended, but it just didn't, I don't know, it just, Mirage, it seemed like a big thing, you know, like with all the posters and everything, but it just didn't truly live up to its name, in my opinion. The storyline was a bit meh. Obviously, the Scorpion is my least favorite of old Cobb's children. I really like Rasputin and the Bat, though. Those guys are pretty cool, but the Scorpion was just kind of an ass the entire time. And just egotistical, like, just wasn't very fun to even fight. Like, the fight with him was really easy. Like, I'm really glad he was pretty short-lived in the world because, I don't know, he just didn't do a whole lot for me. There are obviously some problems with this arc. I do like old Cobb a lot, though. As the villain, I think his, like, overall power level, I think, was appropriate for the Wizards and like what he did. He was actually pretty menacing the entire time. Like, you didn't really know what his next move was gonna be, and the whole concept that he had even like he had children running around was like super cool, and a nice bat twist. You know, oh, one of the children's actually good. Like, I thought that was really awesome, and it's cool that like he's still one of our allies and stuff, and of course all the stuff with Mallory and all that. Like, the third arc just hit a lot of high notes for me. I don't know. I really enjoyed the third arc for some reason. Like, it felt, oh, whoops, opened my book, but it felt less rushed than the second arc, cause like, obviously KingsIsle during that time, I think their company was bigger though, but they were releasing a lot of worlds, and I don't know, it just felt really repetitive. Like, the storyline of each world felt really fresh and new for this one. Maybe it's because it was only 3 worlds that it didn't feel that rushed, but I just really enjoyed the third arc. There's, I don't know, just a lot better characters as well, and just a better storyline. I did like the whole dynamic with Bartleby getting sick and stuff, and he finally gets his Eye of History back, which is super duper cool. I really enjoyed that as well. So that's all for the third arc. I'm pretty sure you can guess which arc is next for my favorite arc in the game, but we'll get to that. So my all-time favorite arc for Wizard101 is going to be the first arc, guys. I don't think this should come as a surprise to anyone. I feel like the first arc is just, it's just a really great start. Like, you know, for our wizards and all the worlds that we go to, is just super nostalgic and has a super good storyline. With Malastare and his wife and everything, I really enjoyed that dynamic of the entire thing. Like, that made it super interesting. And I remember just questing through, you know, Wizard City, Marleybone, Krokotopia, Mushu, Dragonspire, like all those like worlds. Like, I was on a clock. Like, seriously, like, obviously it probably has something to do with nostalgia. Like, I don't know, maybe the overall quality of the worlds, I don't know, it wasn't very good, but just the storyline hit a lot of high notes for me. It was just amazing how they wove together the Malastare Sylvia story with like Wizard City and like the destruction of the Death School and stuff, and then we find the Death School. Like, it's just, I don't know, nostalgia probably plays a big factor in everything, but I just really enjoy the third arc so much. It's just so memorable, you know, and like obviously there's the side worlds with Grizzleheim and Wisteria and stuff. Like, I don't know, like this part of the game, like the newest part of the game, I guess the oldest as well, felt the most fresh, and I don't know, it felt really, it was just really easy to enjoy, and I really enjoyed this arc a lot, the first arc there. Sadly, I probably will never get to experience it again because I have basically, you know, all the character slots filled, except for the extra one, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy that, honestly. But whenever you quest through those first 5 worlds, you just get a super nostalgic and really good feeling, you know, just so many memories, like, of this whole place and all that. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'm not really sure how long this video is gonna turn out to be. Honestly, a lot of my videos have been short lately, so I'm hoping this one came out, like, I don't know, at least 10 minutes or something. I don't really know, though. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know which arcs were your favorite. Like, rank the 3 in the comments down below. Seriously, like, I want to hear your opinions. There's just, I don't know, I like all 3 arcs, but that's just my list, you know. It's not the right list, but, you know, leave your thoughts down below, because I'm very interested to hear them. If you like this video, you can give it a like. You could subscribe for more videos like this in the future, because I post videos like this pretty much all the time. Also, check out my Pirate 101 walkthrough if you're into that. So, that's gonna be it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of out of practice with making videos, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys didn't notice too much, but hopefully you enjoyed the video regardless. So I will see you guys in the next video, and take care, guys.